helmet down and powers his way through the defense, makes the last man miss, but gets caught up on the turf monster and goes down just shy of the end zone.
You never know when the turf monster is going to strike.
You really don't. Logan Steele this time seemed a little jealous of that run and decided to show Bellefonte his true colors.
They save lives and might save your house someday, but Pennsylvania's volunteer fire companies are facing a serious crisis.
It's a downhill spiral. I don't know where it's going to stop or how, but it's not sustainable, the path we're on.
Plus, the most dangerous time of the year. We'll look into Pennsylvania's deer crash problem.
And a beloved local celebrity is sharing a lifetime of stories in his new book. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Patrick Gray.
And I'm Hannah George. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, the first significant storm of the season, is bringing snow and dangerous driving conditions to central Pennsylvania. Reporter Ava Brown is live in University Park with more. Ava?
Thanks, Hannah. Snow fell all morning here on Penn State's campus, but now has pushed into eastern Pennsylvania. About 2 to 5 inches covered areas of Center County. Snowplows were out today clearing neighborhoods, local roads, and interstate highways. Most schools are closed for the day, and Penn State canceled classes, activities, and work until noon. Most main roads are now plowed and wet, but side roads are slippery, and numerous accidents were reported this morning around the area. This same storm could bring as much as 10 inches of snow to parts of New England. Now, with more on the weather, is student meteorologist Filippo Formica.
Thanks, Ava. It is a winter wonderland out there this morning. A live look at the Penn State Arboretum showing that wet, heavy snow on the ground and on the trees as well, something that we don't typically see out of anything besides our Christmas storybooks. Right now here in State College, 32 degrees with a dew point of 30. Our winds are calm. We have a few struggling showers, but this is due to a storm system that moved through last night, bringing in some heavy snow at times across areas of central Pennsylvania. The only areas that really didn't see much snow were in southeast Pennsylvania. Let's break this down by the numbers. 3 inches recorded here in State College. A wet, heavy snow, tough to shovel. Seasonal snowfall to date, 4.9 inches. Our average December snowfall is about 7.6 inches. So we're well on our way, but now let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Filippo. Along with the weather at this time of year, there's another threat on the road: wildlife. In fact, this is one of the worst times for deer crashes, and Pennsylvania is one of the worst states. Reporter Noah Flannard has the story.
Keck's Collision Repair in Hauserville says business is booming, and usually does, from September through December.
We see them in every color, every make, every model. It doesn't really seem to matter what it is.
The reason? Deer. Lots of them. Animal car crashes spike in the fall, and Pennsylvania is one of the most dangerous states in the country. Number 5 on the annual list from State Farm Insurance. The data shows you have a 1 in 62 chance to hit a deer during your drive in PA. And the average cost of a deer-related crash is $4,300. That means a lot of business for auto body shops like Keck's.
There's a fair amount. I mean, you come into a couple towed in every couple days. It's a lot all at once.
Between July 2024 and June of this year, there were 1.7 million animal collision insurance claims, with 1.1 million involving deer. There were just above 5,800 deer-related crashes in PA last year, resulting in nearly 1,300 injuries and 9 deaths. Hannah Gerhardt, a student at Penn State, was one of those accidents.
Yeah, so it did leave a dent. And I didn't really know what to do at first. Like, I'd never hit anything before.
I'm here off of Scotia Range Road at the Pennsylvania game lands used for hunting, just off of I-99. And according to the Center Daily Times, about 14% of all deer accidents within the last 5 years have occurred on this 10-mile stretch of the interstate. Jeremy Wolfgang, an avid hunter, said miles of the forest line the sides of I-99, which contributes to the condensed area of collisions.
They're still there because the food's there. They're going to follow the food. They're going to follow where they need to go.
The fall mating season for deer, along with more driving in the dark and hunters in the woods, all contribute to the spike in deer accidents. In State College, I'm Noah Flennard for the Center County Report.
Patton Township leads Center County in deer crashes with 55 in the past 5 years.
Volunteer fire companies across Center County are facing serious staffing and funding challenges. Reporter Sarah Grosh is live in our studio with an in-depth look at the issue. Sarah?
Hannah, these volunteers are dedicated and doing everything they can. But with the rising costs of operation and decrease in members, many Pennsylvania fire companies are struggling to survive. They're pillars of the community across Pennsylvania, who are fighting battles of their own. Volunteer fire companies are a longtime first responder tradition across the state, but many are now in serious jeopardy.
It's a downhill spiral. I don't know where it's going to stop or how, but it's not sustainable, the path we're on.
The threat is twofold. First, a decline in the number of volunteer firefighters, from 300,000 in the 1970s to less than 40,000 now. Plus a funding crisis as they try to keep trucks rolling. Alpha Fire Company President Christopher Williams says he struggles to understand how smaller rural fire departments survive.
I don't understand how people that are doing gun raffles and bingos and potato pancake sales can do that.
Williams has deep gratitude for the resources Alpha has in State College in comparison to others. Alpha is one of the largest volunteer fire companies on the East Coast, with 3 stations and more than 100 active members. The company responded to over 1,400 incidents in 2023, the latest numbers available. That was the most call-outs since at least 2013. Alpha firefighters cover the borough plus College, Patton, and Ferguson townships. They also provide aid to Harris and Half Moon townships. In between emergencies, there are lighter moments. Firefighters also engage with the community through activities like school visits, where they educate kids on fire safety. Logan Fire Company in Bellefonte recently hosted an open house.
Take a deep breath. You're on air.
Chief Bobby Salvanish says events like this are far better than when they meet many residents at a fire or accident scene.
We enjoy doing the open house. This is one of the good things that we get to do. Usually when we get to meet people for the first time, it's on their worst day of their lives.
In order to be ready for those calls, they need reliable and updated equipment, from trucks to gear. And those costs are rising fast. One example is over the past decade, the cost of fire engines like these have nearly doubled.
And those prices are staggering. A new engine can cost $1 million. Turnout gear can be $2,500 per firefighter. And breathing apparatus costs about $6,000 each. That makes fundraising critical, including some unique events. The annual Pumpkin Chunkin' Flying Pumpkins event in October raised money for the Howard Fire Company. And Boalsburg Fire Company has been working hard to raise funds, from raffles to other events.
That's what makes a lot of fire departments really struggle, because they're asking the demands of the firefighters to make money, earn money through carnival, fund drive, boot drives, hoagie sales, all this type of stuff.
But with costs rising and less firefighters, some stations are gasping for air.
All of us have full-time jobs. Fortunately, some of us are able to leave our jobs if we need to be able to respond to calls, but still it's definitely difficult.
And getting tougher, a continuing challenge for Center County's 18 fire companies working together to protect the community. I'm Sarah Grosh for the Center County Report.
Despite the challenges, the fire companies are continuing to support their communities by spreading holiday cheer. Boalsburg and Mountaintop Fire Companies will bring Santa to town in the upcoming weeks. I'm Sarah Grosh reporting. Back to you.
Thanks, Sarah. Accused killer Luigi Mangione is back in court this week as he fights to bar evidence from his murder trial. Mangione is charged with killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on a New York sidewalk last year. Police arrested him 5 days later at a McDonald's in Altoona. His lawyers are trying to get certain evidence thrown out, including the gun prosecutors say matches the one used in the attack. They say police didn't have a warrant to search his backpack.
A new study led by Penn State scientists shows a disturbing trend when it comes to skin cancer in Pennsylvania. It showed counties with or near cultivated cropland had much higher melanoma rates compared to other areas. Researchers analyzed 5 years of cancer data from 2017 through 2021 and found adults over 50 living in a 15-county stretch of central Pennsylvania were 57% more likely to develop melanoma than anywhere else in the state. They believe pesticides and herbicides are a factor, but the cancer cluster includes both rural and metropolitan counties.
State College is launching a grant program designed to help brick-and-mortar entrepreneurs open businesses downtown. The Retail Launch Assistance Program, funded by the Borough Redevelopment Authority, provides businesses with professional services including design, contracting, and permitting. Applicants must be first-time or relocating businesses within the Downtown Improvement District, provide proof of local residency, and submit a viable business plan with financial projections.
Happy Valley Casino has revealed new renderings for the project under construction at Nittany Mall. With a grand opening scheduled for April, the casino will feature 600 slot machines, 2 eateries, and a bar. There's also a sports-themed restaurant. Plans call for 30 table games across 4 pits. Games include roulette, poker, Texas Hold'em, Spanish 21, and blackjack. And State College's new drive-through coffee shop 7 Brew is officially open. Located in Hills Plaza on South Atherton Street, this is the first of the chain shops in Center County. It features a dual-lane drive-through for staff to take customers' orders. The shop is open weekdays from 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. on weekends.
Still to come on the Center County Report, the latest on Penn State's football coaching search.
And more on the weather and this week's cold. Also coming up, one of Penn State's legends decides to finally share his story with the world.
When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile.
Todd's a joy.
Yes.
Todd's really is a great joy.
And you. Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Keep going, keep going.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait, wait, wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Penn State Hub Roberson Center has opened its third floor after a year of renovations. The expansion on the 26,000 square foot space includes more offices for student organizations, more storage area, and reservable rooms for both long and short-term projects.
Penn State's online campus just received a national honor. The university's World Campus is ranked the #1 online college for veterans by the Military Times in its Best for Vets list. World Campus offers over 200 degrees and certificates and features a dedicated military support team. It also offers a military aid grant program that lowers undergraduate tuition by more than 40%.
A Penn State legend has published a memoir sharing his stories with the world. Reporter Sarah Grosh takes a closer look.
Oh, these are nice and soft.
Eating oatmeal raisin cookies, using personal and postage stamps,
I used to have a picture of him up there.
and reminiscing on fond memories are among Mike the mailman's favorite things. Mike Herr retired from the U.S. Postal Service 9 years ago, but his local legacy is stronger than ever.
A lot of people think I worked at the post office for 48 years. I did not. I was employed by the post office. What I did, I wouldn't call work.
Penn State University's favorite campus mailman is now sharing his life story, favorite memories, and humor in his new passion project, a memoir titled Pushing the Envelope. It's a self-published book written and produced alongside his daughter, Mary Kate Herr Weeks.
It was silly. Everything I did was fun. I had a good time.
He grew up in Lock Haven and decided to stay close to home. He started in the Fraser Street Post Office in 1968 and moved to the office on campus 7 years later.
It was the most unpostal post office because my wall was full of Penn State memorabilia and all these little silly things.
Despite the fact he retired nearly a decade ago, Mike still has an impact on past and present Penn Staters.
But it's just so heartwarming that people remember me. And at the time I was working, I was just being myself.
His daughter is filled with pride as she recalls how many lives her dad has touched over the years. At a recent book signing, she reflected on the power of positivity.
I mean, people are buying them, so maybe kindness does sell.
While Mike may not work here anymore, he still touches the lives of many students. He collaborates with the Penn State Lion Ambassadors as well as Thon each year.
From that famous dance marathon to his YouTube football show, even serving as the homecoming parade grand marshal, Mike is still plenty active around town. But the book is about more than just sharing his story. There's a bigger message and goal.
I think you can never have too much humor and kindness, and sometimes that's forgotten. And so I think our hope with the book is to remind people that it's okay to laugh and it's okay to be kind.
Mike turns 80 this December, but he is certainly not done pushing the envelope. In University Park, I'm Sarah Grosh for the Center County Report.
You can buy Mike's book in downtown State College or online. Now let's check the weather.
And travel was made difficult this morning by a snowstorm that pushed through the region, bringing a consistent 2 to 5 inches of snow. But here at the Penn State golf courses, 3 inches of snow recorded this morning. And we still have some overcast skies right now. Our current temperature in State College, 32 degrees, our dew point 30. Our winds still remaining calm. And right now, looking at this storm system, we still have some snow falling around Scranton and the Endless Mountains region of northeast Pennsylvania. A lot of mixed precipitation through Allentown and up into areas of northwest New Jersey. The only areas remaining all rain are southeast of high 78. And we're going to see this system continuing to push out, but we still have winter weather advisories across areas of northwest Pennsylvania, the Laurel Highlands, and into northeast Pennsylvania. Those go throughout the rest of the day today. And let's time out the rest of this storm system, moving out right now, but still some wraparound showers behind. So we could see a few flakes throughout the rest of the day today, but nothing significant enough to accumulate on the roads or even the ground as we go just above freezing. So our temperatures across the Commonwealth right now, 32 here in State College, 30 in Clearfield, 29 in Johnstown, 39 in Philadelphia. The reason why they're remaining all rain there, just a bit too warm and a little bit too close to the ocean. And as the ocean temperatures moderate the temperature in southeast Pennsylvania. Our average high temperature this time of the year is 42 degrees. We're forecasting a high of 33. Our average low temperature 29, forecasting a low of 24. So below average temperatures continuing throughout the day today, a high of 33. Those snow showers waning, a north-northwesterly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we go into tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 24. And into the day tomorrow, remaining below freezing, 30 degrees and partly sunny. As we go throughout the end of this week, we're going to see our feels-like temperatures drop into the single digits. Friday morning, 2 degrees potentially our feels-like temperature across areas of central Pennsylvania. And our 7-day outlook showing plenty of cold going into Thursday night into Friday morning, a low of 10 degrees. Our high temperature on Friday, 24 degrees. Saturday remaining below freezing, 28. And we could see some snow showers again on Sunday, guys. So the snow and the cold, it's all here just in time for meteorological winter.
I know. I like the snow. I like a little bit of a chill, but I'm not a fan of the 10 degrees, I have to say, the single digits.
Yeah, I agree. I love the snow. Not huge on the cold weather, but hey, they say it builds character, so you know what.
Yeah, definitely a day to get those extra layers on across Pennsylvania Friday morning.
I know. I pulled out my long coat today. Well, thanks, Filippo. Now we'll head over to Mariah with sports.
Still ahead in sports, a waiting game for Penn State football for a new coach and a bowl destination. And the Lionettes dance team gets a major boost after budget cuts put their championship trip in doubt.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. And if you're like me, your pets mean the world to you. And if disaster strikes, saving them is a priority. Learn how to keep your best friends safe at AmericanHumane.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
I'm Riley Zondo with sports. The waiting game continues for Penn State football. The search goes on for a new head coach, with the December recruiting signing period beginning tomorrow. Meantime, interim head coach Terry Smith earned his third win as Penn State beat Rutgers on Saturday.
Penn State closed its regular season with a hard-fought win over Rutgers that gave the Nittany Lions a shot at a bowl game in an otherwise forgettable year.
No one knows Penn State better than me.
You know, of all the candidates that are out there, I know the history of Penn State. I know the culture, the DNA.
The Lions fell behind early as Rutgers quickly moved downfield and finished its opening drive with a touchdown run by Antoine Raymond. But Penn State responded with a 53-yard launch downfield from Ethan Grunkemeyer to Andrew Rappelier to even the score 7-7. Penn State's offense continued to move the ball consistently on the ground and through the air. Rutgers matched Penn State through most of the night. After the Lions opened the third quarter with a field goal, Rutgers answered with a touchdown, keeping the pressure on and the game within reach. Rutgers had one final chance on offense, but linebacker Amari Campbell recovered a fumble and raced for 61 yards. The Penn State defense held and sealed the win.
You know, my goal is to finish this season off with 3 victories in a row, get us bowl eligible, and then get prepared for a bowl game after that.
Nick Singleton set 3 Penn State records: career touchdowns, total touchdowns, and all-purpose yards. And Katron Allen rushed for more than 200 yards, putting him over 4,000 for his career. Next up for 6-6 Penn State is a bowl matchup to be announced on Sunday. We'll update you as soon as news breaks on the coaching search. In high school football, Bishop Guilfoyle in Altoona is playing for a state championship on Thursday against Clareton in Cumberland Valley. The Marauders are coming off a 35-0 win in the semifinal against Belmont Chapter. Senior Jake Kissel led the way offensively, tossing 3 touchdowns and adding another on the ground. They're going for a back-to-back Class 1A titles and BG's 6th state championship. To the ice now. Penn State men's hockey is in the middle of a 41-day holiday break. The team returns with a series against RIT in January. The Nittany Lions are 11-5 on the season, and the women's team is 17-1. They're also on break until a December 30th game against Cornell. The Penn State men's basketball team tries to extend its 2-game win streak tonight against Campbell. The Nittany Lions are 7-1 on the season after beating Boston University last week. And the Lady Lions play Nebraska on Saturday at the BJC. They're now 6-1 after beating Yale on Sunday. Now an update on the Penn State Lionettes dance team, which was trying to raise money to fund a national trip to competition in Florida. University athletics budget cuts put the trip in jeopardy for the 3-time national champion squad. But the Lionettes launched a fundraising campaign on their own and raised $70,000, so the trip is on. Meantime, the University Park Undergraduate Association is urging Penn State to restore funding to the team. Now that's all I have for sports, but guys, Penn State's bowl eligible. Where do we see them going?
I'm thinking the Pinstripe Bowl. I'd love to see that, and even more so, a chance to see them play Pitt. As a Pittsburgher, I would really enjoy that game.
See, I want to see them in the Pop-Tart Bowl. I just think it's a lot of fun seeing that kind of environment, seeing those mascots. That's just a personal wish of mine.
Just the name sounds fun, and let's not forget there is still a new head coach that is going to be searching. There's been rumors, but I don't know.
It's been a little frustrating because of all the rumors that's been out there so far, but with every other school getting their coach.
Yes, well, thanks, Mariah. Coming up next, for the first time ever, Pennsylvania has restaurants that have earned a coveted World Award. Find out where they are.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Three Pennsylvania restaurants have earned the coveted Michelin Star Award. Philadelphia Eateries, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Her Place Supper Club, and Provenance each earned a spot in the exclusive Michelin Guide. A Michelin star is considered one of the highest honors a restaurant can receive, and these are the first stars ever awarded in Pennsylvania.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X, and you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good afternoon.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.